Good morning, welcome everyone. Today we will have the opportunity to be informed with the new live news. Today we'll begin talking about the international information that is happening and occurring in the world. There are a lot of problems in this moment with the government of the United States and the government from Mexico. Donald Trump sanctioned the government of Mexico with a lot of trouble that had been happening in the last years. We can remember that in the last years, the big wall that separates the United States and Mexico had been affecting a lot of people their life in the states of Tijuana and Texas. For that reason, we are talking about this news. Also, in other part of the world, in this moment in Japan, there are a group of Japanese people that are kidnap a people, and he is making a lot of the delays that are committing with the laws, international laws. Finally, the organization, the health organization to help the people are prohibiting and banning the international flights, and they are talking that it's necessary to have some biographic security to the people in the world.
Good morning, people. We're today in the News Live News, and today I'm going to talk about three news. The first news is about the safety rules that we have to follow to come again to the airport international flights. And the second is some organization in Japan that is helping people to disappear. And the third is about the fight against the drugs that Mexico is giving trouble to Donald Trump. Well, the first is about the international flights. We have to follow some rules. Some rules is about to wear a mask, some masks to change it for hours. The second is to wear disinfectant. The third is to respect the social distancing. The second, some people in Japan and organization is helping people to disappear. These people have a problem, if they feel sad, if they want to end with all. Well, this organization is helping they take her bags and wear against to another country and to another city. And they just disappear with no praise to the family or friends. The third is about the fines against the drugs. Well, what happened here is about that Mexico is fighting against the drugs, but he's just done breaking right. We have some problems with the political cultures. Well, what happened here is about that Mexico don't do anything, and Trump is going to make a punishment to them if they don't reduce these ciphers about the numbers to the cultive of drugs. Oh well, that's all. Thanks.
So, we are continue talking with in this moment when the technology and science news. We go with Juanes that he talk about the actual information that the new upturn that is making in Switzerland. Here we go with Juanes and check it out information.
Thank you, Eduardo. We are in a new slide. I am going to talk about particle atom in an ordinary physical laboratory on the banks of the Aria River at the Paul Scherrer Institute in Switzerland. A group of scientists succeeded in creating matter is not found on naturally Earth. Ordinary atoms have a nucleus with neutrons, protons, and electrons that orbit it. In a second, this atom change a particle negativity called minus pion. This exotic atom is called helium pion. And second news is an argument environmentalist into the river discovered Tercero. In this part is a wonderful part in Mars. Thank you. Continue in the story.
The world is changing in this moment. For the reason the science and technology is helping a lot of people in the world. The diseases that are attacking a lot of people need a new invents, and new drugs, and new treatments that help to the humanity to have a better life and a better way to do that. Also, we are learning on how this atom making in Switzerland is helping the people, is helping the new generations to be helpful and to have a good life. In a sport news, we are talking about the James Rodriguez that it's happening in this moment in Spain, that he had a lot of problems with Real Madrid in Europe, but there are a lot of doors that had been opened for him. We will check it out information with Simon, our reporter. Simon, it's your time to talk.
Hi, thank you, Eduardo. I am Simon Rivera and welcome to the Sport Information. In a cycling, we start with a good news. Be informing the last Colombian winner in the Tour de France, Superman Lopez, who wins the stage in the Tour de France and giving Colombia the second victory in this adventure, and the third in the general, and Rigoberto Urán, and five. And sadly, Egan Bernal withdrew from the competition due to his serious back injury. And for football, James Rodriguez plays his first game in the Everton and wins at Tottenham 1-0. It is said that Gareth Bale will return at Tottenham, and FIFA announced that the próximo Sud-American qualifiers will begin in October. And tennis Colombians Cabal and Farah debuted with victory in the 1000 Masters in Rome. And well, for day, goodbye, I have to day.
It's incredible that it's happening in this moment in the sport of the world, also in the sport of Colombia. The pandemic has been attacking our sport. It's stunning that it's occurring with James Rodriguez in the soccer player, the one of the biggest soccer players of Colombia to the world. In Europe, there are a lot of things that are occurring in this moment. Thanks to the sports of Latin America is inspiring the world. Egan Bernal, who won the title of the Tour in France 2019 and 2020, is preparing to this year to win again the title. Also, the Olympics Games, who is preparing in Tokyo, Japan for 2021, the people are expectant for this. The people want to look because the pandemic broke down this actual situation of the sport. But in that moment, can tell you to each one of you that we need to prepare for the World Cup Qatar 2022 and the Olympics Games in 2021. In the social information in Colombia, the lawyer was killed by the police in our country. This is decided a lot of people that was fighting in the streets. A lot of people take the streets to fight for the human rights because many persons say that they don't and argue with the situation that what occurred and what happened with this. For that reason, in this moment, Colombia is passing and confronting a hard situation and a hard moment to this. I want to tell you to each one of you that it's necessary to call the people to take the control of their feelings, emotions, and try to have a good behavior because it's incredible the things that it's occurring in this moment. Check it out with Sarai, the information that you have. Sarai, go ahead.
Thank you, Eduardo. Welcome back. The country is outraged by the murder of Javier Ordóñez. During the last hours in Twitter, videos began to be shared with the hashtag #PuebloMisak, when a group of people is shown knocking down an statue of Sebastián Belaltazar, which had been placed in an indigenous pyramid. In another news, the First Commission approves with 17 votes in a fierce debate the project to reform cannabis recruited in Colombia and the new SATP route that will connect the south with the north of Bogotá. Thank you.
So, in this moment, the education is changing forever. The pandemic had been attacking not only the medical group of the people, also is affecting the education process. But in Colombia, in this moment, all schools translated to home. In this moment, the students are receiving the classes from home. Here, we will talk on how the teachers have been need to improve in the pedagogical process and dynamics and tools to can reach to a students and they can have knowledge and understand the topics that he want to teach them. So here we go with Jerónimo that have a specific information about how the schools in this moment are in homes and how the education is transforming. Go, Jerónimo.
Thank you, Aaron. Welcome back. The education in the midst of this pandemic has been managed with a strategy. As are the class through technological tools. The rise of this virus brought complications for many students. The teachers give has a great job for these students with virtual platforms. Jerónimo Camargo from Live News.
The education in this moment is a new era. It's changing because in each home the students need not only net, they need a good computer to help, a good cell phone for they can connecting with the reality of the world. All things are changing forever. And in this moment I want to tell you that it's possible to change the world forever. So the education is a new life, is a new time. This is a wonderful moment to can change that. Finally, in the entertainment television, we are taking a new era of the YouTubers that are having a wonderful impact in around the world. No matter the country where that you are watching this news. With people, there are a lot of people from Argentina until Canada, from Philippines and to Australia that are watching the new era of the YouTubers. We go with Mafe that have all information of the YouTubers. Go Mafe.
Thank you, Eduardo. We come back. As for the latest entertainment news we have, the first is YouTube, one of the best paid jobs in Colombia. It is not a secret that today there are many influencers and YouTubers in Colombia and they are on all the world. Okay, the social networks have become the biggest source of money. According to a recent report by Financial Insights, Ami Rodriguez is the most influencer and YouTuber in Colombia. He wants 243,993. Thank you.
So, thank you, Mafe, for your information. In other news of the information, the new singers of the gospel music are making a new songs, like an Alex Campos, like an Supersensia Shar, are making a new process of music that is helping to the soul of each believer to connecting with the presence of God. In this moment, the agriculture in Cibate, Colombia is growing up, is helping the lands people that live in these places to create a new tool for they can cultivate and grow up their plants and the food for can go hard here. Here we go with a reporter, a special reporter about the Cibate and how it's growing up in this moment. Check it out.
Hi Eduardo, we are here live from Cibate. I want to tell you that the economy of this wonderful land has been throwing in the last times, in the last weeks. The pandemic didn't affect the farmers of this wonderful place. I want to tell you that the economy has been increasing in the last months and in the last weeks. The economy of the strawberries, of the potatoes, and the less of the food, the people have been increasing their cash and their money in these places. The biggest places in this wonderful town, the people have been improving in all things, in all food that you want to find. You need to come here to Cibate because they are growing up with this wonderful economy. The pandemic have been a wonderful time for them. Continue in the studio. Let's go, Eduardo.
Thanks to the news, thanks to be here with us, and I want to tell you that we go to end. I wish you a wonderful day. Your reporter, Angel Vanegas. Thank you so much.